about to start. You guys know the deal. AliExpress order. Stuff comes in and it's packages inside of packages. What is that? So we've got several items inside this labyrinth of a package, inside a package, inside a package, inside a package that we're going to undo. I'm getting very frustrated with Tackle Warehouse. I don't know what's going on. I've been talking to you guys now for a week about this order that is coming in. It's coming in, and it never makes it. But AliExpress, they said they were coming today, and guess what? They showed up probably a while ago, but I was going to wait, and I'm not waiting tonight. So if you haven't watched tonight when we went to Rogers and the stuff I got from there, go back and watch that video. I'm not going to bring it back out, but we're going to open up these, how many? I didn't even count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different smaller packages of different stuff I got from AliExpress. And I need my knife. Okay. I got my knife. Here it is. It's right here. That is not a sharp knife. I probably ought to get... You know what? I do have a knife, right? Oh, boy. Penny for your thoughts. I hope this isn't a t-shirt. So, what... At this point, everything I ordered from Tackle Warehouse and AliExpress, I've already forgot what it is, so it's like Christmas all... Ooh, I know what this is. It's like Christmas all over again. So, here are the little... Instead of having a zero adjuster, we've got the adjuster. I ordered those so long ago that the real, what I originally had them planned for, I don't know if I'm going to put them on them now or not. That gold is a little different color than like what the Zillion has on it. But anyway, those are pretty cool for your brake adjustment. Got 2 of those. They were like $8 a piece. They were kind of expensive. Ray Studio stuff you can still get on Ali. It's pretty expensive. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, let's keep going. So let's see what we got here. Oh boy, there it is. There it is. I'm hoping if this is the right one, that'll fit all these luge reels also that I just got, because Revo LTX BF8 I'm hoping is going to fit my MG Extreme 2, and I'll have to look while I may go ahead and tear them all apart and see if I need to order a couple more for these. If you guys don't know this deal, you can just go on AliExpress, and almost every reel made that doesn't come with the drag clicker, you can order one of these little drag clicker kits for like 12 bucks from Owns or whoever. And they're all over AliExpress. The trick is just finding which one fits your reel. So if you go back and watch the one of the other unboxings, I shared the link for the one for the Tatula, the new style Tatula. We put one in there for 12 bucks. I guess I'll go ahead and they all sound very close. So they're the old school, where they've got this, and one good thing about all of them I've been getting here lately, they come with like 2. So here is a spare you don't use. Here's the one you do use. Now what you can do, if you really want it loud, you can literally bend this other side down and have like dual clicking. I've tried it before. It's actually just as nice anyway, I think, to go with the one. But what that allows you is, literally you could kind of sharpen it and just keep bending that if it got worn out sounding, and just bend that down more. But it kind of allows you a long range of how long this thing technically could last. But in theory, you could almost make another one just by taking an existing piece. I have to go into detail in another video on that. But anyway, for 12 bucks, you can't beat it. We used to give like $50 for the ones from There was a guy making them on eBay. He was selling them on eBay. I don't know where he was making them at. Overseas somewhere. They were like $50. And at the time, we thought that wasn't a bad deal. They were made very close. They weren't probably near the quality that these are now. But anyway, let's keep going. Ooh, how in the world did I get 3? I guess I ordered 3 black ones of those. And these were real cheap. So, since I'm kind of struggling on color, if you guys remember like the bright shiny ones or the gold ones, and so I ordered some just black ones. I'll take one out and look at it. And these are the Daiwa style with the spring. So I'm curious to see, I don't know if the lues interchange directly with that or if I'd have to use the other parts I have, but I can make these work with those lose reels if I want. Now these are knockoff of, I believe the Gomexus are knockoffs of something else, and then these are like knockoffs of Gomexus. But they seem, the overall quality seems to be pretty good. So we have a total of 3 of those. I don't even know if I'm going to need one. Let's save that pretty package for last. Let's keep going, moving right along. I think this is the same thing, different color. I want to say these were $3 to $5 each. They were very cheap. Oh yeah, look at that pretty gold one. So there's a gold one. There's another. Oh my God, how many gold ones did I get? Did I get 3 of each? Maybe it was, if you spent $10, it's free shipping, and shipping was like $3. So if you bought 3, it was just about the same price as buying 2. That gold is definitely off. But I got them like that for a reason. Well, I got all my reels rigged up where I'd show you. Trying to find consistent shades of gold is very complicated. All right, let's keep going, and we'll look at some of this stuff in a minute once I get it all unpackaged. And also, feel free to comment below about anything going on in this video, in a previous video, I don't know, politics, whatever. So I ordered those, and then this one I ordered because I thought was different color. I'm thinking it may be the exact same thing I just ordered. Now I got 4 of them. I don't even need one. Rook. Is that a different color or not? I think it was just a different place that had it listed, had it, you know, their filters differently, because I believe that is the exact same. I believe these are all the same color, which is a different color than the different styled stars. And probably a different color than any of my, because this is like a off gold and not a shiny gold. Kind of almost a satiny looking one. Doesn't really go with that either. Yeah, I guess it's almost, I don't know. I could always just stick it on there and see what I thought. Might be OG though. I don't want to over gold. Let's keep opening packages. Oh, there's one there. Tin blade. It feels like Grey's Anatomy. What is this? More gold. Just what we needed. Just what the doctor ordered. Yes, Dr. Gray. I think there's more gold. So, yep. Just because I got one of each for right-handed and then for the steeds, in case I wanted to add on like one of these handles that I've got on something, if I want to add the gold center or something. And these weren't that expensive either. So I just got one of each, kind of just knowing I'd have these on hand. Of course, none of that gold matches up. When you pull this gold out, then this instantly looks like a different color, and then that's a little different color. It's all different colored gold. So let's just open this now. I'm not sure what is in this thing, but here I know what this is. You guys probably know what this is, right? So I've had, I'm gonna watch how I cut this. I'll cut right through the braid. This is our Proberos braid, I believe. Watch them make a liar out of me. Be something else. They package this stuff like it's fragile, but it's not. But they definitely don't want it, I don't know, I guess getting dented, banged up. My goodness. Fresh from China. 10-pound that I was, oh my God, I'm making a mess. 10-pound braid. I realized I was out, and so I ordered that because I'm trying to decide. Right now, all my BFS reels, I run 10-pound braid to either a 10 or a 6-pound leader. But I'm debating on, you guys comment below what you think, like on my two, I've got the Shimano Loomis Conquest, it's 802, and then MBR, and then I've got the NRX Plus, it's an 802 jig worm and rod, JWR. I'm debating about running 10-pound braid to a 10-pound leader on those two, and then my 803, the blade, probably even the Poison Adrena, and maybe my medium heavy loose. I'm going to run 20-pound braid to a 15-pound leader, and then the Dobbins I just got, the Super Destroyer, and for sure actually just the Super Destroyer and the Dobbins rod I just got. I'll run the 20-pound braid to a 20-pound leader, and then on my Tequila back rack, I have 40-pound braid with a 30-pound leader for the swim bait stuff. And for 12 or 14 rods or whatever, that's about as simple as I, just run like 3 different sizes of braid. And, well, I do have 6, but usually like 10-pound and then 15-pound, 20, and then all the way up for the one swim bait rod. It's kind of like the oddball outcast thing, right? So let's see some comments. Michael Bradley. Yeah, last time I saw something packaged like that, it was being seized at the border. Yeah, that's what makes you wonder, like, what is in that thing? I'm wondering, like, when they're probably just waiting to raid my house. They've probably been watching me get all these different packages. Like, I know that guy's up to something. And what's funny is, that isn't just me. Like, the girls have stuff coming from, which I do make occasional orders from Amazon, but the girls always have like a Temu or an Amazon stuff like this, like religiously. It's insane. So I got this color, and I paid roughly about as much as what you would pay for any of these swim baits up here in town kind of thing. But I saw that color, and it just, I was like, I'm going to try it. So 4-inch, I just wanted to try. I don't even want to open this up. It just says it's got that in it. Salt improved feeding action. I don't want to touch them. I'm going to open it up and smell it. You guys smell it. What is that? What does that smell? Is that something dead? Oh, it actually smells like feet. Kind of like crab. Like, yeah, seafood. It actually doesn't smell bad. Well, if you think imitation crab meat, that's the first thing I thought of. Wasn't even a shrimp smell. It was like, if you guys have ever gone to a Chinese buffet and they have that like imitation crab meat stuff and you smell it, or if you've ever bought any when it's like that, when it's like raw and you can have them, what do they call it, the hibachis, or whatever, they can make it however you want it. that's the smell I got. It's not a horrible smell, but can you guys make out that color? I figured I'd try a pack. Oh, it's explosive injection scent and taste. I wonder if we should taste it. Where's one of the kids at when you need them? Just to see, does it taste as good as it smells? Do I want to get one out? I don't really want to. No. Not right now, because then I don't want to take time to go wash my hands off. It has that look and smell if you don't want to get it on you. Not quite like stink bait, but not far from it. Just another order of plastics that I've got to get out on the water and try out. Whew, I'm worn out today. I was out doing some cast testing and stuff. So I guess that's it for the unboxing. If you guys want to see, if you didn't watch the other one, I'll show you briefly what I picked up. Ran up to Rogers again. You guys know the deal. So I kind of threw some combos together, what I think I'll go with, because we took this off. If you guys remember, I got that all doctored up. We put the bearings up here by the worm gears. We got this baby just like flat out. Like this reel is awesome. Other than the fact it's not that it feels like a tank, but when you're dealing with Abu Garcia, like the MG Extreme 2, the lightweight Luz, the Steez Limiteds, the newest Steez out, this and the Steez HLC because it's aluminum frame, and even the Zillion almost start to feel heavy when all your other reels are light. But this isn't really that heavy of a reel. But we had it on the loose. And I had no intentions of switching it up. That's what I was going to run this season because it's a good looking, working combo. Then when I went to Rogers, they were clearing out these hyper mags. So I bought one and I stuck it on here, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it because I'm still kind of working on just playing with whether I want to weight it or not, just so it'll be balanced. So it does balance out pretty good with weight added. It's not that it's tip heavy, but this is a long rod, 6'10", with a short back section. So it's Kevin Van Dam's for like jerk bait, and I'm just gonna see how a versatile of a combo it is. Feels very good. Feels very good in hand. Just a touch softer than the Elite. In roughly the same power rating, 6'10", medium heavy. Feels like it's just got just a touch. I mean, it's right there, but I think it may be just a touch softer than that rod. So that combo, I mean, it's all loose and it matches up right. Feels very good. Out casting it, I'll be honest. I'm a little, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm wondering if I should put a little drop of oil in the braking system. Let me show you the brakes. Because I'll be honest, this is the noisiest reel I have for casting now. So it's got that disc. And then it's kind of like my MG Extreme 2. It's got all those that, do the braking. Cast very good. I mean, is it my best casting reel? Probably not, but it's kind of loud. So my, which that is nothing new technology either, because here's my MG Extreme 2, which is very similar. It's got just this disc here. Now these four kind of come out a little different from the outside, but it's almost the same. They've slightly changed it, but this one isn't loud. And that's what I was thinking when I was looking at that. I was like, well, if it's anything like this, because this, although it's older technology, this is still a good caster. Like it just works good. Is it as good as the new Daiwa stuff with boost? Yeah, probably not, honestly. But so far, out of anything other than Daiwa, now I didn't get to, you guys have seen this one before, but well, let me show you the whole combo together. So if you remember right, I got this. This is starting to become my favorite combo just out here playing around anyway. This thing just works and feels very good. And the spool feels very good too. So this is the style. It's got these magnets way on the outside edges, and the spool itself is cut into where, so they've done away with like all the extra weight basically to use for magnets. It's sort of like what Shimano did, except I think these are static. I don't think anything moves. Once you've set it somewhere, it's there. But like I've got this thing all the way like number 3, and I feel I can just zing it out there, but yet it's still free. I can pitch, flip kind of stuff. This thing just, so far I'm impressed with this. None of the other braking systems, except for the one I just got, are really, I mean, the new Tatula with the boost, but it feels about like the Zillion, you know what I mean? So I knew what it was going to be, kind of thing. Now I'm still deciding on what I want to, if I want to change anything. But I got that new Custom Pro when we put on the Dobbins, and I'm still up in the air. I think those colors kind of match or not. But I did add, luckily I had some, I had the ability to add cork to the handle, and I took the stock knobs off. But I got one down knock already on this Dobbins rod. I wasn't even paying that much attention. I did compare both of them. They had two. This is a triple A grade cork, which it'll match these corks that are kind of nasty anyway, fine once I get it broke in. But I wanted to show you guys. Once I undid the packaging, look at all of that filler. This cork is nowhere near, and I guess that's just what's happened to cork nowadays. You can't get good cork. Everywhere you see that lighter spot, I'll be honest, this stuff almost seems as bad as anything you'd get from AliExpress, or I don't know. It's definitely worse than any of the NRX Pluses I just got. It's definitely not even to their level, but it's going to be fine. I do like this more filled up even over my Mega Bass. That's the only knock to a Mega Bass. You guys know the deal with the P5s. Other than the Tequila back rack, which is still slightly almost on the small side, Mega Bass is just known for having kind of small handles, right? But if you're fish with BFS stuff. But anyway, this reel feels very good. And it's got the whole different style, but I've talked about it before, that it's nothing new. They changed it up, but they've pretty much done just what Mega Bass, what Daiwa was done forever. That is a huge, inductor, rotor, whatever you want to call it, one of these. It's the same concept. There's just one little lightweight spring, so as soon as the cast starts, it'll come out, hit into the magnetic field. I don't know if I haven't went as far as to see if these magnets actually come out or not, but I will say this thing casts very good. I haven't had the time to go put them head to head, this versus the TI, or really, any of them truly like a versus battle, and especially in lightweight stuff. But I plan on doing that once we get out of the yard kind of thing. But so far, the Elite TI has impressed me. This reel, so far I like it. The silver reel, I don't know if it cast, I guess about as good as you could expect, but unless I can quiet it down, I don't know if I'm going to be happy with that, because this thing, I mean, I only gave, it was, they're originally like $350. Excuse me, I gave $200 for it, but I'll be honest, that, as of right now, that'd be all that reel would be worth. these don't feel quite the quality of like the Elite. You can tell. I mean, it's not that they're bad, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like you can tell every aspect of this reel, from the paint job to the braking system to even how the brake disengages. I'd swear is different than on that Elite. Like it's just a cheapened version, which that Elite originally sold for 500, and this is 350. But I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe I'm just from the initial how loud it is. It's leaving a bad feeling on my casting arm. I don't know what's going on, but it looks good. It's very lightweight. Makes this combo lightweight, but this combo needed more weight in the back, so I'll probably put I don't know how I'll do with balancing. I'm tempted also this year to just take away all my weights on the balancing and just go out and fish and see what I think about that. But honestly, in your moving baits, your jerk bait stuff, all that, you don't need that. But most of mine, I try to have versatile. So when you're out there and you're bouncing in off the bottom, the ability to have that thing balanced, I feel it increases sensitivity. Like it lets you, it makes it easier to fish, period. But I think in my opinion, it has an increase in your basic sensitivity of the deal. So anyway. Is that it? In the casting of the Dobbins rod, I think I'm gonna like it. I think it's so close. Hang on here. Let me do while you're listening, I'm gonna compare it. It is right there with the Super Destroyer. So what I'm hoping is this combo right here becomes my spinner bait. And I can actually use the Super Destroyer, which what I intended it for is like possible swim jigs, but mainly like just any kind of jig, like bottom stuff, because it's a pretty sensitive rod also and powerful. And so it's, and I think this rod will be too much for, chatterbaits, but like spinner baits, even swim baits kind of stuff, bottom bouncing jigs, all that kind of stuff. Probably when I do throw, I'll probably keep the tequila back rack for my frogs. But like if I was out fishing, this or the Super Destroyer can also, use as like a frog rod, top water, the bigger top, like a whopper plopper, that kind of stuff. But I think that this combined with the Super Destroyer, once I get a feel of how sensitive it is, like is it as sensitive as the Super Destroyer or the Poison Adrenas? Is this blank technology as good as like the P5s or what the Poison Adrenas come with? And I won't really know until I just get out and fish in it and what I think of it. But so far, I like the overall action of it. That 704, it's definitely got a I don't know. I call it like it's close. I call it like right with the Super Destroyer, but I think it has more backbone overall. So I think I'll like that, and I'll probably. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I just have a feeling I'll either like them both for spinnerbaits and jigs. So if one's a touch more sensitive than the other, I'll try to utilize that one for the bottom stuff, and I say jigs, but I could rig up like the wobble head with a sweet beaver of some sort, or a big heavy shaky head, with the big hook. Like there's all kinds. They call them boba rigs and all that different type of stuff, but stuff like that, bottom bouncing, big heavy. So half ounce and bigger, anything down off the bottom. Those three, basically, the Super Destroyer, the Dobbins, and the Tequila Baccarat. Once you get in a little lighter, like 3/8 and lighter, that's when I think my two Shimano, or the two Lus, and possibly the Shimano Jackal Poison Adrena. And then beyond that, when you get lower, are, I think, I'll be honest, my two favorite that I think on the sizes that I'll end up throwing with, whether it be chatterbaits or 3/8 and even little smaller jigs, is still going to be this dude right here, the blade, with either the Zillion, or I may even just give the, since I don't really have a rod for it right at the moment, that the Tula shot, but I think that one for like moving type stuff, probably even, well, no, I'll probably keep the Poison Adrenaline for even 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce rattle traps. I just like it for that more. But then this rod, for those smaller, like these 3/8, a little bit smaller, baby structure jigs, those little round ones that I end up having 50 million somewhere around here. But that, and then the kind of the heavier duty, if I rig up like a heavy duty drop shot kind of thing, or just worms and that kind of stuff, the bigger version of a shaky head type deal. But then I've got the 802, this 803. But then I got the 802 for the small stuff, like the almost BFS, but just above the real finessey stuff. But I think the 803 and the blade are going to be my, like, the two that I'm out there throwing. The little mini max chatterbaits to the 3/8 ounce chatterbaits, and then throwing some of these more finessey type jigs. There's a few others floating right here somewhere with them little bit smaller hooks like this, them little ones. Then when I go to the big stuff, then will be the other bigger ones. So I've kind of got them broken up into categories now, where year before last, I really only had 4 or 5 rods, and they could kind of cross, but I didn't really have any real good in that lower, for the, once I got finessey, I kind of either had to throw those still on something maybe a little too stout, or I would throw them on something almost BFS and have to yank like I, meant it to get a hook somewhere. So where's my jigs? I'm going to show you, I think, the couple jigs that are going to kick in, I hope. I don't know where my jiggity jigs are between these little dudes. If you guys remember these, like almost hairstyle jigs, but the way they're hooked, well, that one's not exposed, but that hook, like on the 803, I think all those mid-sized ones into even, well, I've got a bunch of those that style. But then like on these guys, that I've got a bunch of these heads floating around with that size hook. Actually, the 802 could probably, maybe not. But I'm going to have a bunch of those in these different sizes and that finesse. That's probably my biggest area amount of jigs that I have. They're everywhere. They're lined up all over. And who could forget the peanut butter and jelly ones that I've sort of doctored up. The original peanut butter and jelly, added a little bit to it. On finesse side of it. So yeah. Anyway, I got to get off here. And I don't know if that package is going to come. I got to get everything cleared out now, because I've got to, as soon as they show up. I know, I've talked about it for a week now. You guys are probably like, this dude is full of it. The bluegill skirts are coming. I don't know when. I've been waiting for them. They're coming. So as soon as they get here, I'm going to probably sit here and, now that all my different colored things and all my rods, I'm not buying any more rod and reels. Unless I win that lottery or Trump gives us all $5,000, then I'm buying everything they got up at Rogers. It's half off. Buying the whole wall. No. Anyway. Oh, I still got these. All right, we got all the gold back out of the way. So yeah, the only other rod that I've kind of got that but I may not even use because I don't really have a use for it right at the moment, is the 6'10" X Pride. So I may downsize this handle knobs back to a little bit smaller. Slap that on the X Pride, but the X Pride is so black that it almost that real. I mean, I guess it would go all right, but it's kind of a little. I'll probably need to put the black handle, one of those black stars on it, and then stick it on there. See what it looks like. Right? It's got a color match. If it's not color coordinated, I can't deal with it. Or can I? Yeah. So you guys, I showed you. Yeah, you guys saw the one BFS deal I got going already. Was we switched the handles around. So we've got our Kind Teton rigged up with our Habo Arise Elite, right? Our wannabe Chinese stees. Very capable, just flinging out some lightweight baits and can throw bigger stuff. You guys have seen, if you haven't, footage all over me catching catching bass on about every bait I have with that rod, all the way from the big, huge whopper, the 120 whopper, the big whopper plopper, not the biggest one they make. I had that one briefly. I think I ended up trading that one off. I don't think I kept that huge whopper plopper, did I? I think I traded that thing off. I did keep the frog. But yeah, I think that big whopper plopper, it was overkill. It was too much. But this is the whopper plopper, this right here. That regular, what I call the big whopper plopper, that Kind Teton, I've caught fish throwing that bait with it, down to the littlest, 16th ounce, like all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I don't know if it shows up tonight. I may jump in and do another quick unboxing just so I can show you guys the different skirts, but I may wait until tomorrow, and hopefully it comes in tomorrow. At this point, I don't know what to think about that package coming in. So, what do I want to start with? I think I'm going to pull... Should I just stick as much gold on the Zillion that will fit on it and just see what it looks like? Tempted to do that. Take that handle back off the lingle. Try to match up some gold. Who knows? Stay tuned. Either way late tonight, probably tomorrow, we'll be looking at bluegill skirts and seeing what other contraptions maybe I come up with here. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Get out, go bass and bonsai, wherever you do. Don't OG from the gold off AliExpress. It's bad for you.